Welcome. Howdy. So here we have some female teachers who just love their male students. Trouble is, just a little bit too much. Stephanie Peterson, 27 years old, Florida Middle School, USA. Science teacher. Doesn't look like any science teacher I ever had. Pleaded guilty to having sex with a 14-year-old male student and told the judge she was on psychotropic medication to obviously treat a mental illness. Well, of course, darling, you're female. Apparently, when her husband found out, he immediately divorced her. Surprise there. Not sure what she eventually got, but it was between a minimum of 5 years or a maximum 10 years. Probably just had to write out 100 lines, "I will not screw my students." So basically, this woman ruined 2 men's lives that we know of, and she's a nice girl. Brittany Zamora, 27-year-old, married teacher, 6th grade, Arizona, is accused of luring a 13-year-old male student for sex. Some of the text messages found on her phone that she sent him was, "I love you," and "You're so cute, baby." I expect she looks a lot better with a bit more fake up on. In this story, I read about it anyway, she's been charged with 10 counts and she's pleaded not guilty. Of course, the 13-year-old mature male made me do it, Your Honor. She would make a great mother, wouldn't she? Hunter Day. Or Hunter Night, she's just a hunter, right? 22-year-old Hunter Day, chemistry teacher, high school, Oklahoma, charged with having sex with an underage male student. Apparently the police used the boy's phone to arrange a meeting, and she was waiting in a room for sex with the boy, and I guess the police came in, and she probably said, "Well, this is unusual, but I like the uniform, let's go ahead." And of course this female was married as well. The head of the school said this was a very poor decision by a person entrusted with teaching our students. Really? You think? Maybe she's just got underlying mental issues. Debra Lafave, 24-year-old teacher, middle school, charged with having sexual relationships with a 14-year-old male boy. I know this is an old case. She was touted as being the real hot blonde, but if you've ever seen her without the old fake up on, she looks like Mrs. Plain. The parents of the boy didn't want her to go to jail in case it upset the boy greatly, so she was given a plea deal where she had, I think it was 7 years probation. Yeah, that's gonna happen if it was a man, right? And she'd only been married, she was married for 1 year before this happened. They're really trustworthy, these women, aren't they, really? Funny enough, I think they're divorced. And another upstanding woman and a pillar of our community. Have these females got any morals at all? Brianna Altice, a Utah teacher, 36 years old, sexually abused 3 male students and continued the relationship when she was on bail. She could receive 2 to 30 years in jail, but I guess she's gonna make a plea deal. Yeah, I guess. One of her excuses was she suffered from low self-esteem. Yeah, she couldn't just say, "Yeah, I did it, I'm sorry." No, there has to be an excuse why. Of course, it's quite nice to see the picture of her here crying, or basically, but to be honest with you, a woman never cries for anybody but themselves. So basically, she's feeling sorry for herself. For some reason, females don't seem to think the laws apply to them at all. And a lot of times they don't. Jessie Goline, 25, teacher, Arkansas. Ooh, she must be intelligent. Look, she's got glasses on. Faces 1 count of first-degree sexual assault on an underage male in her school. She saw 3 or 4 boys sending them sexual text messages and having sexual intercourse with them at her apartment. Apparently, she could face up to between 10 to 40 years or life in imprisonment. Yeah, like that's gonna happen, right? When she was asked about the inappropriate contact with the students, she replied, "I'm not going to lose my husband, and yes, we had sex." What a strange comment to make, because if she is married, any husband that stays with her has got to be a number one dork. Well, thank you for watching these amazing females. And remember, this is just a small slice of the world they live in. The female real nature is slowly being unraveled. But remember, females are good. Man is bad. Take it easy, guys.
I am not a number. I am a free man.